was with him from June to July. Third person, I had been with him from July to when I had...
God dang, she was just hopping, nigga. Just hopping up, what, okay, this time to June to
Okay, so a lot of people are asking for a story time on who's responsible for my diagnoses. If you don't know, I am 22 years old. I was diagnosed with HIV in August of 2023 at 21 years old.
So, bro, you really just starting for real. Like, you know, some people lose their card early, but you still you still just kind of starting out your young adult life. At 21, you got the real one, the one that don't go. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get into it with y'all. So I was 21. It was March of 2023 when I got my last STI and HIV test, and that was negative. I had just turned 21. I was outside. I was doing my thing. No shame. It is what it is.
Yeah, outside doing your thing. Outside doing your thing, bro. Bro, y'all know me. I'm not the super red pill, black pill. Bro, I don't even know what black pill is, really. I'm not the super red pill dude. Girls want to be outside, have fun. They want to party and live their life, especially if they single, they doing their thing, right? If you're in a relationship and you don't like your girl popping out to places and da-da-da, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But that popping out shit is a slippery slope, man. You got to understand the risk. Even for the fellas, y'all going out constantly, you saying getting tempted by being around these women, you can fry your little Peter. You can fry your junk. You know what I'm saying? You in these environments all the time. Same thing for ladies. You constantly in these environments being tempted by, you know what I'm saying? You got this one rich dude coming up to you and da-da-da. And if you're a guy that's okay with your girl popping out, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't see a problem. It is possible for your girl to get tempted and go that way. But you got to be okay with, okay, if she do that, it's over with. I'm just going to move on with my life. You feel me? That's okay to me. Or if you a strict guy and you like, hey, you ain't on the, and she's with that, okay. Feel me?
But anyways, there's 3 people that I needed to tell from March to my diagnosis in August. And I'm going to get into each of the people. Okay, so the first person...
she twacked out. 3 people in a month? The first person we're going to go back to.
But the first person I met in April, and I had seen him probably once, twice a week, every week for maybe, let's say 2 months. So April, May, June, right?
Okay, once a week.
So the first person I had met in April, and I had been sleeping with him on and off, like just as a situationship from April to May and June, right? We'll call him Tom. And then I had met someone and like we were more serious. I was with him from June to July, but it didn't last long due to just like issues. And the third person that I needed to tell, I had been with him from July to when I had...
God dang, she was just hopping, nigga. Just hopping up, what, okay, this time to June to this time. Dang. Damn. No break period of being away from somebody's energy for a while. She just double dipping and shit.
Been diagnosed in August. So we'll call them 1, 2, and 3 in this scenario. So keep in mind the first person, I had been with him from April to June. It may be April to late May, to be honest. But late June, I started to develop a fever. I had 105 fever for 7 days straight. I went to the ER and I was not tested for HIV because I didn't meet the HIV standard, which is being gay or using drugs. I'm straight.
Huh.
I need to emphasize that. So anyways, had 105 fever for a week straight, and after that I just got sicker and sicker and sicker, and I had been in and out of the hospitals, doctors, nobody knew what was wrong with me, right? So we get to August, I'm in the hospital, I finally figure out that I'm HIV positive. I have to make 3 different phone calls to 3 different people.
Damn.
I, obviously, as hard as that was, I'm not gonna not tell these people because, 1, they need to protect themselves, get tested, and I don't want to put someone else at risk, and 2, I want to know who's responsible, so I give their names to the Department of Health, obviously, and then I contact.
That's a scary ass phone call. Hi, Mr. So-and-so. This is he. We were just calling to let you know that you have been in contact with somebody with... No. You doing all of that. You know you start tweaking.
I contacted them personally because I wanted to tell them. Now, I had 3 different reactions to my diagnoses, and I'll get into that. So the first reaction, he was sympathetic, he was so kind, like nice, and he was kind of confused. Like, I was like, okay, like, you need to go get tested, like, blah, 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 and he was kind of lost, like, what does all of this mean? Like, what is HIV? Like, I'm just confused. Like, he was very, like, kind of immature to what was going on. But I also had no clue about this before, so it was fine. I guided him in the right way. He got tested, provided me negative results. The second person was my boyfriend at the time. He treated me so bad. Barely asked if I was okay when I was in the hospital. Didn't check on me. When I was in the hospital, I literally had to find somewhere for him to get tested. And this man was on the phone yelling at me, talking about, I don't have health insurance, and, like, who's gonna pay for this? Like, it was...
How much it costs it don't cost that much to get tested. If you get the full screening, which everybody, if you're sexually active, you should go get tested often. But the screening, like $200 if you do everything. Nigga, you can't you out here having relations, but you can't afford $200 to get tested. Nigga, you got some problems you need to figure out.
It was all about him, and like him being scared. Never comforted me. Like, he was just like, God showed me that he was not meant to be my boyfriend, and that was like a blessing in itself. At that time, it like upset me. I was devastated by that a little bit because, like,
I know, gang, but damn, gang, like, you just telling me life-altering news. We definitely ain't been together that long because we're talking about month to month to, you know what I'm saying?
I had just been stigmatized, and like,
you gotta also look at it from his perspective.
But this is what I really want to talk about. This third person, okay? This third person, when I called him and I asked him, looking back now, at the time I had been in the hospital for literally 5 days, hadn't even seen the sunshine, so I just wanted to like get off the phone, do this conversation and get off the phone, you know? I call him and I said to him, like, hi, you know, I've been diagnosed with HIV, and the first thing this man said to me was, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What's your treatment plan? In that moment, like, we talked for a little bit after that. Like, he was like, oh, I'm here for you, blah, blah, blah. Like,
hold on, my nigga. Are
you? But he asked me what my treatment plan was. Why would you ask me what my treatment plan was unless you already had an understanding of
you got HIV, experience,
right? So in the hospital, in the state that I'm in, they, the Department of Health will call you. They called me while I was in the hospital. They will call you and ask who you came into contact with, and they will ask for your sexual partner's first, last names, addresses if you have them, date of birth, whatever you have pertaining to these people, so they can, 1, contact them as well and let them know, but 2, like, it's a health risk. Like, these people need to be aware of my status because I came into contact with them point blank period. So I gave this information to the health department, and this third person that I asked, he was also the only person who literally could not provide me a negative test result. I asked him twice. He ignored me. He
Damn.
randomly disappeared in July. I started getting sick in June, and in July he randomly disappeared and moved to Texas. Like, he called me and was like, come see me, like, I'm leaving in 2 days, like, and I was like, no, I'm good, like, kind of get off that, like, I just didn't want any parts in him at that point. And I thought it was weird that he randomly abruptly moved. Like, it was just odd. His life was so established here in Tampa, like, I didn't understand it. But I didn't think much of it because at the end of the day, it didn't affect me in that moment. Later, I realized now that he's in a different state and the laws are so different, there was nothing I could do. I called lawyers, I talked to doctors, I asked so many people, like, is there anything more that I can do? And nobody could really help me. So that was really it as far as who's responsible. I don't necessarily know that he was responsible.
Still don't know.
My gut says that he was responsible, but I just, like, was kind of at odds with that, and I ultimately chose peace for my own sake, and that's my story as to who.
Damn. She still don't know. That, from the what's being said, it seems like that nigga is the one that fried her. But it's just another testament to, bruh. It's like, I understand having relations feels good. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun time when it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Male and female. But we have to be smart and conscious and understand that there's risk. And it's like, it's not worth having all these different random sexual partners back to back to back. Like, let's take breaks. Let's take time. Let's vet people for a little bit of time. Like, well, I get to know you, this is that and the third. And then when we have relations, we do it smart and safely. Especially because I don't know this individual. Unless, I know sometimes you feel like you got a good grasp on somebody. And sometimes you do, bro. You feel me? I understand. I've been there. Trust me. I understand. You feel me? But, you know, these are the risks that come with that. And if you want to make sure you avoid this, you have to take the precautions. That being said, man, like the video, sub up, comment up. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Another video dropped with this one today, as well as more videos dropped on more Astral Dior channel. That is a buzzing, popping channel, about to be at 10K over there. Videos is doing great over there. So let's get both those popping. And the vlog channel just dropped, got a video too. Astral Dior Archives. That being said, love y'all, appreciate y'all, great for y'all, and we gone. ADD later.